Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius August 30th, 2022. It can be a time for a breakthrough in a project, venture, or relationship, or a time for meeting someone special. A Venus-Uranus alignment at the top of your solar chart points to some excitement, change, or a bit of agitation, particularly regarding work, business relationships, or your image, status, or reputation. Bosses, other higher-ups, or the public, in general, might see you in a special light, appreciating your unique qualities. Your creativity can be on show in some way now. Alternatively, it can become evident that you need to make a few changes in how you approach your work, and you might even feel forced to do so. Listen to creative inspiration stirring now, but avoid abrupt moves for best results. Single? Whether you're single or already romantically attached, you're likely feeling torn between following previous traditions and keeping up with the status quo, and breaking free from outdated structures that are affecting your personal life. For instance, Venus will be joining forces with freedom-loving Uranus in Taurus, which, in turn, activates your 10th house of authority, legacy, and reputation in the world. Spending time in the C-suite? Things could get pretty scandalous with this energy, especially those of you catching feelings for someone you work with and admire in the workplace. A bit unconventional but possible nonetheless. Expect a change in your career path when Venus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus today. The exciting and unstable conjunction shakes up your loyalty to your career. You may feel like it is time to do something unique to stand out in your career. After all, you can be professionally stable while remaining true to yourself and your desire to create a career path unlike any other. You may have a new idea that will lead to an innovative accomplishment. The conjunction could even help you embrace an unconventional professional reputation too. The Sun is spending his last full day in your financial sector at a friendly aspect to the Moon, putting them back in harmony just days after clashing as an eclipsing full moon. Yet while this is helping to fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination, and while the solar spotlight is on your financial situation and money matters, it is with a better understanding of both sides of the financial fence. You have to face up to an inner test of strength, constantly pressured by other people's problems. They might even hurt your feelings or wind you up. Take a constructive approach to this difficult situation by seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen your own position and to emerge from the argument with greater self-confidence. You may need to have a few words with a friend or acquaintance who has been talking about you behind your back. It's not like you can't handle it, but it's just best to nip that kind of thing in the bud. You have every right to simply have fun with others, but with this attitude you rarely experience the feeling of true love. Being a great heartbreaker limits your experiences, not allowing anyone to break through the barrier you place around yourself. You feel sad and lonely and wonder what it is you're missing. Consider today's aspect as favorable to focus on what you are feeling, so that you can directly express it to someone else. You want to know more than whether you are happy or sad. You want to be able to express to someone in detail what you are feeling. This is the state of being truly understood. To start with, try to understand yourself. This necessarily begins with knowing what your body needs every day. Plenty of rest and healthy nourishment are just the basics. If you've been feeling a little bogged down, this is the day to turn that around. The essence of the energetic and ambitious vibration is at hand, and it can serve you very well. Perhaps a new outfit or hairstyle will give you a lift. Or maybe it's something bigger, like enrolling in a course that can help you further your career. Whatever it is that you feel you need in your day, make it happen. Don't hesitate to ask for a hand if you need some direction. Daily Planetary Overview. The new moon occurs this morning with an exact connection between the Sun and Moon in Virgo. Our emotions will heighten. We can expect erratic moods that seem out of our control to take hold of our hearts and minds. We all want to feel something new, but the fact is that we should apply it to our lives in a practical way that benefits our future. This energy can be refreshing when it comes to taking calculated risks, seeking mild adventures and applying it to inventive creative outlets. Because your mind is seeing things from a different perspective, the artist in you blossoms and wants to emerge. The caveat is that you might not be able to see situations clearly at the moment. It's advisable to take a step back from matters before reacting. The moon blocks intuition from coming to the surface, so you should rely on facts and make your decisions based on verifiable truths. Finally, we continue to celebrate Virgo this week when the new moon is in that earthy sign on Saturday. As we get ready for the upcoming lunar cycle, this is an ideal time to improve your life as the seasons change. Though make sure that the self-improvement you're doing doesn't turn into an obsession to become perfect. Your best is good enough. Just after midnight, the Virgo moon squares Mars in Gemini, stimulating agitation. This aspect has a part to play in the Virgo new moon. It encourages us to mindfully temper our emotions and reasonably manage our expectations. We must be aware of our bandwidth now. Note your personal capacity for physical exertion, intellectual boundaries, and emotional regulation. Keeping our impulses in check allows us to use our energy in much wiser ways, but at present, forces beyond our control test our patience. Immediately following this aspect's perfection, the Virgo new moon suggests setting intentions to restructure lifestyle habits that have become counterproductive to the health of our nervous system. We may be holding on to limiting beliefs regarding how much we must be doing, and how much we should be sacrificing ourselves to be considered a productive members of society. Pushing ourselves to our physical, mental, or emotional limits is never wise, and we may have finally arrived at a point of exhaustion and frustration signaling that changes must be made. We would have a much harder time identifying the issues in need of correction if this moon was not square to Mars, provoking stress. In the darkness of the new moon, we can contemplate our healing and wellness objectives and methods for their attainment. Sticking to detailed work without getting bogged down in tedious distractions is critical to our process now. We must be equally conscious of what we wish to manifest as what we wish to eliminate to declutter our internal and external landscapes.